Hi everyone, happy February. Today I'm going to be showing you how I do my own nails at home. Just a little disclaimer, I am not a professional. I've been doing my own nails for years now and I just really enjoy doing them myself, so please don't take this as a tutorial. First I'm going to buff my natural nails, and this is mainly to get any remaining glue off from the previous set I had on, but it can also help roughen up my nails for the new glue to adhere to. And you definitely don't want to be too rough during this, let the buffer do the work for you. Now I'm going in with some cuticle remover to help remove any dead skin, and you want to put a decent amount on and let it set for about 30 seconds to really soak in and make it easier to remove. Taking a cuticle pusher, I'm making sure to push back my cuticles and scrub all along my nails to get any of that loose or dead skin up. Sorry about the camera shaking during this part. I swear I'm not applying that much pressure. My desk is just super wobbly and that's what my camera's attached to, so I'll definitely be rearranging my setup for the next video. I'm also taking what my boyfriend likes to call the pinchers, or just a actually, I don't know what this is called. A cuticle cutter, maybe? Anyway, I'm taking that and cutting off any extra dead skin that the cuticle remover wouldn't take off. This is like my favorite part. It's so satisfying to watch all that dead skin just be clipped off. I definitely go in on this part, but to be fair, removing the cuticles is essential in helping leave a clean base for whatever you're gonna apply on top to stick to. And honestly, it just looks better not having all that dead skin. I also like to cut my natural nails pretty short and shape them into more of a rounded shape with a nail file. Now I'm going to be going in with a e-file. I just got this one off Amazon, so I'll be sure to link it down below and everything else I've used in this video. This is a pretty basic one, so definitely great if you're a beginner. And I'm just taking this small circle head on the lowest setting to further remove any dead skin. And I say lowest setting like that because we really don't want to do more damage to our nail beds, but you can just see this is taking off even more of that skin, especially the skin that's like stuck to your nail. This was so hard to film, you guys. I'm gonna have to play around more with my setup, but I was just super excited to film a nail video. I thought I had my setup all good, and then once I started actually working on my nails, I was like, oh no, I'm going out of focus. I'm not even in frame. It was just a hot mess. We'll work on the setup, but I hope you guys like this video so far. I'm switching over to a flat head and I'm going over my natural nail again. You really shouldn't do this and the buffer. I'd do one or the other because you don't want to thin out your natural nails, but I still had some glue left over and I'm going super light-handed. So I do like to do this step just again to give myself an even base for everything to stick to. Now I'm just taking a lint-free wipe and some alcohol, and this is just taking off any dust or residue that might be left on your nails. We are done with prep, and I went ahead and did my other hand off camera, obviously. Now we can apply some fake nails. I'm going in with this almond shape. Again, I'll make sure to link everything down below. But the key to getting your fake nails to stay on the longest is obviously they have to fit your nail. So here what I'm doing is I'm making sure that the nail fits from side to side of my nail bed. I think they call it like wall to wall. Not the Chris Brown song, but yeah. Here I'm just showing you that the size is too big. So when I apply it to one side of my nail, it goes over to my skin. On this one, it's on one side of my nail, but doesn't hit the other side. Hopefully that makes sense and you guys can see what I'm doing. Now we can start to adhere the nails. So I'm going to be using nail glue and some primer, but before I go in with both of those, I'm actually just going to dehydrate my nails to get all that extra oil off. You want your nails to be as dry as possible so the glue can adhere the best. I'm just using regular alcohol, but you can get a nail dehydrator if you'd like. I just ran out of mine, so I'm using alcohol instead. Look at those dry, crusty nails. But honestly, that's what's perfect for the nail primer to adhere to. I'm just taking the nail primer and putting it all across my nails. I'm not taking too much, but also not too little. And you'll see that I go back over without dipping again, and just rubbing it back over kind of makes it a little more tacky. Now we can start gluing our nails on, and I 1000% recommend getting a goose lamp. That's the UV light that you see there at the bottom. It just clips to your desk and you don't have to worry about pressing a button before you glue your nails on, so it makes it super easy. You want to apply the nail at an angle and apply the nail from the bottom up, so the glue is essentially pushed up and there's no bubbles. If you get a small bubble, it's not a big deal. You just don't want a lot or your nail definitely will not adhere. I like to do the individual nail cure under this lamp for about 30 seconds, and then once I have all the nails on one hand, I'll put it under my bigger lamp and cure for about 60 seconds. Ooh, she's looking good. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of my nails and we'll zoom in so you guys can see better. This nail, I did put way too much glue, so you can see when I pressed down, it kind of seeped out the sides. You do not want to cure that to your skin. It will burn and it's harmful. So if you don't have someone to wipe it off for you, sucks for you. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, just be careful when putting glue. Make sure you don't put too much. And if you do, like I did, either reapply or try to wipe it off. We are done with applying the nails. Look how pretty. So now I'm just taking a cone-shaped head, and this is another extra step I like to take to get rid of any glue that might have seeped out, but to also really help blend the fake nail around the edges so it looks as natural as possible. I'm switching to that long bar head from earlier, and again, I'm just gonna go over all the nails. I don't always do this step, but I thought I would include it because it does help take the shine away, and I mean, I guess give you a fresh layer for whatever you're putting on top to adhere to. Once that's done, I'm taking the nail file and filing the shape a little more to my liking, and I also do the sides to further blend and make sure the nail fits smoothly. And then I'm just taking some more alcohol, and this is cleaning off any dust that there might be left over. We can finally get into the fun part now, picking out what I want to do. Now, obviously you guys probably already saw the thumbnail, so we are going for a Valentine's Day look, and I kind of knew this at the time, that's why I'm looking over at the pinks. Sometimes when I can't decide what color I want to do, I just go through all the nail decor I have and see if anything jumps out at me to help me decide. I had these heart-shaped sequins, which obviously scream Valentine's Day, so I decided to go with those, and lo and behold, I knew I wanted to go with a baby pink. I'm just now realizing that I went in with a top coat instead of a base coat, so yeah, use a base coat. We're gonna go in for the first layer of polish, and I'm keeping this layer pretty thin since I know I really want to build up this color. You can go in with as many layers as you want depending how opaque you want your color to be, but just remember the more layers you go in with, the thicker your nail is going to be. Once this first layer is done, I'm gonna cure all the nails in my larger UV lamp for 60 seconds. Starting the second layer, and I got you guys zoomed in so you can really see how I apply the polish. It really all comes down to practice, but what helps me is I like to completely cover my nail and then take the brush to kind of pull the polish towards my cuticle, and then I brush the rest upwards. Take your time doing this and make sure you don't have too much polish as well, but like I said, it all comes down to practice. I'm just gonna repeat this for the rest of my nails off camera and also do my third and final layer, making sure to cure for 60 seconds in between. Third layer is done, so now I'm applying a thin layer of top coat, and this is just gonna be used to give a sticky base for the heart sequins to stick to. I had to use a brush with some alcohol to help grab the sequins, but I definitely recommend getting one of those wax pens for grabbing nail decor. I used to have one, but I have no idea what happened to it. So I'm just grabbing these, and I'm not placing them in any particular order or way, just until I think it looks nice. I wish I would have put more hearts on this finger because I end up putting a lot on the other fingers and this one just kind of looks odd, but this was the first finger we did, so we'll let it slide. I'm gonna do a flash cure for about 10 seconds just so the hearts are stuck in place, and then I'll apply another layer of top coat to secure everything together, and again cure for about 10 seconds. You don't have to fully cure during all of this because we're gonna do that once all the fingers are done and it just saves time. Now I'm gonna repeat this process for the rest of my nails and shut up so you guys can enjoy. Once all my nails are done, like I mentioned before, I'm gonna fully cure in the nail lamp for 60 seconds, and look at my nail hanging out. I just noticed that. Long finger problems, I guess. But we are done. I'd love to know what you guys think because honestly, I'm obsessed, and I did end up adding some gems to some of the hearts because I just simply cannot do without some bling or some glitter. And one last final touch, I'm gonna go in with some cuticle oil to help re-nourish my cuticles after all we just put them through. And this really just makes everything come together, to be honest. Thank you so much for watching, and let me know what you'd like to see next.